G'day everyone! Today is National Clarinet Day. Clarinets are made in lots of different sizes, which, like other instruments in the woodwind family, are mostly named after the different types of human voice, like the soprano, the alto, and the bass. The clarinet family has a few oddities thrown in as well, just to confuse everyone, like the A clarinet, which is largely in classical music, and the G clarinet, which is often heard in Turkish music. A precursor of the clarinet was known as the shalom. It had a low sound, very limited range of notes that it could play, and resembled a recorder. Like the recorder, there were no keys on it, but like the clarinet, it used a reed on the mouthpiece for sound production. I have a modern example of the shalom here. This one's a bit higher pitch because it's quite small. It's called a dude, or the dude, or even just dude. But unlike traditional shaloms, this one has some keys on it, which makes it easier to play, especially for kids. We still call the low notes of the clarinet the shalom because they're shalom low. The first clarinet was developed by instrument maker Johann Christoph Denner around 1700, and it only had 5 keys on it. It wasn't until the mid-1800s that Hyacinth Closset took inspiration from Theobald Boehm's flute designs and improved the clarinet. The Boehm system is widely used today, however there are 2 other systems. The old-fashioned Albert or simple system, which is not simple to play, and the Erler system, which is largely used in Germany. A lot of people think of clarinets as being associated with classical music. It was Mozart who first championed the brand new sound, preferring it to the flute and the oboe. One of his great masterworks is his Clarinet Concerto in A, or the more exotically titled K622. Here is friend, colleague and wonderful clarinet player Peter Siglaris with a little bit of L'Estelle from Puccini's Tosca. See if you can spot the 5-key clarinet in the background. The start of the 20th century saw a new music develop called jazz. It was played in small ensembles with the clarinet playing embellishments while the trumpet played the melody. As jazz developed, it became more structured and was written for larger ensembles. The 1930s saw clarinet players Benny Goodman and Artie Shaw lead big bands and play the tunes in front as soloists. Clarinet players were the Billie Eilish and the Sam Smith of the 30s. Other forms of music around the world adopted the clarinet as well. It's important in klezmer music, which is played in the Jewish community. Klezmer is all at once exciting, playful and yet heartbreaking. It's often heard at weddings where people dance to it with great joy. One of the masters of klezmer clarinet playing was Dave Tarras. Also, for a comedic twist, check out Mickey Katz. Turkey has a rich tradition of clarinet music too. They make use of the G clarinet, which is longer than the standard clarinet that you might see. Its sound is deep and mournful, and the music that they play on it is melodic and has beautiful rises and falls, along with subtle decorations. Check out Hüznü Şenlendirici and Serkan Çaru. On the big screen, we often hear the clarinet playing in the orchestras. We can hear bass clarinets playing blues-drenched sneaky themes as a character performs a covert operation. One of the most famous movie melodies for the clarinet was the theme from the Tom Hanks film The Terminal. The music was written by Star Wars and Indiana Jones composer John Williams. An honourable mention should also go out to Squidward Tentacles from SpongeBob SquarePants. The clarinet is played in all sorts of music around the world, from jazz to Turkish music and from classical to klezmer. Its construction comes from the ideas of different inventors over the span of a few hundred years, with inspiration coming from various other instruments. The clarinet therefore can be thought of as the duck-billed platypus of the music world, which in turn, I guess, makes the duck-billed platypus the clarinet of the animal kingdom.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2.
give you some Shallow.